Hello, I'm Sandra. Welcome to the channel. Today I'm going to share an easy to put together music lesson activity for the song I'm a Little Leaf that's sung to the tune of I'm a Little Teapot. In this video I will share how to sing the song, the words, the hand actions, and I will show you some of my ideas on how to take this lesson and differentiate it across several grade levels, K through 2, and just give you some ideas on how to incorporate the music concepts of beat, rhythm, timbre, texture, and improvisation. You can find this song streaming on all your favorite music channels, but you can get everything you need from just watching this video. Now's a good time to hit the subscribe button, and don't forget Sing, Play, Create is now on Patreon. So you can go to the link that's in the description and check out the different ways that you can support music and movement activities with Sing, Play, Create. I'm a Little Leaf, sung to I'm a Little Teapot. I'm a little leaf up in the tree, watch me flutter in the breeze, this way, that way, up and down. Now I'm falling to the ground. So when I'm working with kindergarten children, I begin with the steady beat. So we're going to experience that steady beat in a variety of different ways before we get to our drums. Now, if you don't have time to do that, like as part of a music lesson, you might consider doing it as just your welcome or hello song, or as they're coming into the room, you can sing the song and have them march in the circle. I'm a little leaf up in the tree. And you can use it as a transition activity. So that way, when you get out the instruments, they've already had a chance to experience that steady beat. Then when we get our drums, we're going to do a little activity where we're experimenting with some leafy sounds. And we know if we hold up the drum, it's going to make one kind of sound. If it's on the floor, it'll sound different. And you can ask these questions and talk about all the different ways that they can play their drum, just depending on the amount of time you have to give to that in this lesson. But mainly, we're just going to take the song and we're going to have them play the beat. I'm a little leaf up in the tree, watch me flutter in the breeze. I'm a little leaf up in the tree, watch me flutter in the breeze. This way, that way, up and down. Now I'm falling to the ground. Make some leafy sounds and stop. Then we can get out our rhythm sticks and we can play the rhythm of the words. I like to have them clap the sounds of the words. I'm a little leaf up in the tree. Copy it back to me. Watch me flutter in the breeze. Repeat after me. Then we can do the same thing with a little experimentation. Playing our sticks. I know some of them have the ridges on them. You can use those to make different leafy sounds. Playing on the floor, tapping gently on our shoulders. So play some little bit of improvisation or experimenting with different sounds that our rhythm sticks can make. And then we can put it with the words in the call and response format. Then I have them sing the song, I'm a little leaf up in the tree, and have them go through the whole song, playing the rhythm. Then they get to be the magical music band, and we're going to put the beat and the rhythm together. And they love to do this. They love to try to work together. And it is really fun to watch them learn and grow doing this kind of an activity. So you'll have half the class play the drum, half the class play the rhythm sticks. Feel free to do the activity with the body percussion first. That works too. And if they don't know anything at all, if you're starting from zero, I would use the body percussion first. Have them put that, and then after they play, 2 or 3 times the song, have them switch parts so everybody gets a chance to play. When I have the kids switch parts, this is just a management idea. I have them leave the instruments on the floor, and then I have row by row, or whatever, your numbers, however you've got your circle or rows organized, and I have them switch places. That way we're not stepping on the instruments or even stepping over them. We want these instruments to last your full career in your classroom. So we've got beat and rhythm, and now it's time for an ostinato, some leafy sound effects. And when I first started teaching, I did not have enough of each instrument for every person. So you're just going to grab the things that you have in your classroom for the students to make some leafy sounds. It's more about playing the instruments and getting comfortable with them than it is to sound exactly like the leaves falling. So I've got sand blocks, I've got shakers. You could use a triangle. It's a nice soft tinkly sound. You could use jingle bells and learn to play soft. For body percussion, they can do this sound. They can do their bellies. They can tap their shoulders. They can tap their head. And you can have them do the ostinato with body percussion first and then bring in the instrument. When I do the activity, I like to repeat the song 3 times. And so in between, I'll just go 4 beats, kind of like a rest to regroup. 1, 2, here we go, or ready, play, or play it again. Some kind of phrase in those 4 beats. And then at the end of the 3 times, that's when we're gonna do the shake your shaker, tap your rhythm, stick your drum in some kind of improvised or, fun, creative way. So the ostinato for this song is ti 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 ta ta. Here's the ostinato part for I'm a Little Leaf. 1, 2, ready, and I'm a little leaf up in the tree. Watch me flutter in the breeze. This way, that way, up and down. Now I'm falling to the ground. And stop. You can have some fun with dynamics, loud, and get soft, and then stop. Loud, soft, play a little game, and stop. If you want to use this activity in 2nd grade, you could get out xylophones and just have them play bourdon on the bass note. If you're singing in key of C, I think I'm singing in G, just have them play the octave boom, 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 boom. You could have them play that. Have them do some experimentation on the xylophone with maybe some of the higher notes for some leafy sounds. That way you could stretch this into your 2nd and maybe 3rd grade classes. Here's an easy game you can use to play this song once you've gone through the steps of teaching them all the parts. We're going to use a scarf in the game, and I do have a separate scarf video, but for the game you can just have them wave it around in this game as their part in the game. Okay, so you're going to have a circle. And in the circle, we're going to have the instruments, beat, rhythm, ostinato, scarf. If you want, put in a small xylophone there, or have the big xylophone be on the outside of your circle. It just depends how many instruments you have. Okay, then you're going to repeat that pattern around your circle. Beat, rhythm, ostinato, scarf. Beat, rhythm, ostinato, scarf. The students are going to sit and they're going to play the instrument that they're sitting behind, and you can choose. You can do it 3 times at each instrument, or you can do it 1 time and then have them move to the next instrument. That way they're all going to get to do all of the movements. The scarf person can just stand and be a leaf, or you can have them just take a little step in the circle because it's such a short song, and have them move. they drop their scarf and everybody moves one over. If you're using the sound recording, it does have space in between each verse, so you can teach them. We do it, and then in that in between, I think it's 8 beats. You have 8 beats to move and be ready to play your new instrument. And then at the very end of those 3 times, that's when you can do your experimentation or improvisation activity where they're making the leafy sounds. I personally found that these are the most joyous activities in the music classroom, where we're putting all these different things together and we're working together and we're making music together, and it gives such a positive vibe to the kids and they want to do that again. So if you can do this kind of activity and break it down, it might take 3 or 4 class times. If you can break it down and do this over 2 or 3, 4 times, your students are really gonna learn how to play instruments and work together in an ensemble. And they're really gonna learn those music concepts. Thank you for watching this video. I appreciate you being here. Don't forget to subscribe. And we're now on Patreon. Let's keep kids moving and learning with music. Sing, play, create.